In today's video, we'll be looking at some interesting zoo moments caught on camera. Like when this creature decided to play with kids, or when these guys fought over a chicken. First though, let's pay attention to an animal that prepared a fun number for us at a drastic cost. Dancing polar bear. I bet this is a sight you didn't think you'd get to witness at a zoo, or anywhere outside of Fortnite for that matter. Look at these bears dancing for the audience with one baby cub wiggling on 2 feet. It's honestly too cute for words. But I'm about to burst your bubble here a little bit. According to World Animal Protection UK, dancing bears are trained using ruthless methods and live their lives in a state of constant fear and pain. Well, that brought the mood down a little bit. While I'm sure this statement applies more to the street dancing bears which perform for money, captive polar bears don't live a much more fulfilled life either. Facilities are usually unsuitable for them, failing to give them sufficient space and activities to enrich their lives or even approach the point of contentment. Geez, there goes that entry. Maybe dancing is at least giving them entertainment? Yeah, I hope it's a little fun for them. Angry Goose. Who said being small was a disadvantage? Sure, you short folk have to climb grocery shelves to grab the can of biscuits on top. Meanwhile, people like me can just grab it right there. But that doesn't measure how fierce people can get when push comes to shove. Take what happened between this goose and a tower of giraffes. Nothing was going to bully its young, and Mama was there ready to peck in case the giant intruders were up to something no good. Look at that, looming over her and her family like that. Honestly, I'm not sure what the giraffes were thinking of doing, if they were going to do anything at all, but Mama Goose wasn't going to stay back and wait. Before anything even happened, she flew up and pecked the giraffes. That was enough to drive the giraffes away after a while, though one did hit back in self-defense. I hope she didn't get hurt. Jailbreak Octopus. Let's be honest, we've all had our moments of extreme boredom. It's universal. We humans aren't the only ones who face it though, as animals do too. Seriously, just watch this octopus escape its enclosure. Probably had nothing to do all day but stare at the aquarium visitors, so it probably wanted to change of pace or to meet other seafaring creatures. You can't tell me just vibing all day is something you don't mind doing, at least a day you aren't tired. We're all social beings after all, and while octopuses are traditionally viewed as solitary animals, they still want to meet others of their kind from time to time. Granted, it's usually during mating season, but you get the point. Anyway, about this octopus, don't worry, it wasn't hurt. She was recaptured, but the biologist who cared for her eventually released her back into the wilds. Playful Bears. While I agree that bears can be ferocious, especially with all the 911 calls we can find on YouTube, some bears just want to have some fun. Watch as this duo plays peekaboo using a corner of the enclosure. You'd think they'd get bored quickly, but no. They seem perfectly content with their dynamic. In fact, I think they were having so much fun that I wouldn't be surprised if other kids around had gotten jealous. I mean, who doesn't want to go play with a big fuzzy animal? In another video, a black bear jumped up and down with a toddler. No, they just look so happy. That said, I'd still warn parents against looking away from their kids at the zoo. Sometimes all it takes is a couple of seconds for something disastrous to happen. I got you, buddies. It's true what they say that family isn't always defined by blood. Sometimes family are those we care for despite our differences. I'm pretty sure these black swans consider these koi fish part of theirs then. They probably think that since they live and drink from the same body of water, anyway, they may as well adopt the colorful beings. Look at them, sharing their food with the fish who can't reach for their own feed. I imagine the black swans would have eaten their fill first, but no. After grabbing a mouthful, these swans immediately started sharing them with the group. I'm sure the fish appreciates this gesture, but I hope the swans didn't forget to save some for themselves. Sharing is caring and all, but you can't just give everything. You gotta keep some for yourself as well. Remember guys, everything in moderation, even in affairs at the heart. We all know monkeys are smart. We also know that some of them are smarter than others. For instance, instead of biting this nut open and causing potential tooth damage, one monkey uses a rock to break the shell, making it easier and probably less painful to eat. That said, sometimes monkeys get a little bit too clever. This little guy wondered what would happen if he took a rock and smashed it on the glass wall. He probably thought nothing would come of it, but boy was it wrong. The glass absolutely shattered, scaring the little one away like it was ready to blame someone else for the damage. What happened though isn't all that surprising. According to the zoo, that monkey wasn't like the others, it had simply used tools. But after seeing the wall, they removed everything it could use as such, and you can't really be too careful after all. At least it didn't try to escape. Food fight. What is the worst you've done in the name of good food? Probably steal the last morsel of a flavorful dish, right? These guys, though, they take it to the next level entirely. It's all good when there's plenty of food going around. The crocs aren't minding the others for so long as they get their fill. At worst, some look at the ones who got to eat in mild envy. However, those crocs are civil with one another. Let's look at another group for a morbid example, though. Watch as this guy throws a piece of chicken into the enclosure. Those two crocs closest to it fight it out for a while a third sneakily steals the food. What's worse is that I don't think those two notice as they ground each other in a death roll. Ultimately, both go hungry, with one suffering a broken arm while the other has a damaged snout. Monkey magic. I'm almost entirely convinced that monkeys are just overgrown toddlers. If the last monkey entry didn't convince you of this, I'm confident this one would. Visitors of the zoo mostly watch the animals move around or perform in their enclosures. Sometimes people will also take close shots of them or take pictures with them. I mean, really, what else is there to do? That said, there are a few of us who give entertainment to these creatures as well. The monkeys seem to be a favorite animal to stupefy, given how many clips there are on the internet. Can't blame them though, just look at their reactions. Aren't they just cute? They aren't too shell-shocked by what happened, they're reacting with so much amazement and amusement that you can't help but feel as they do. I guess it's time to learn a few tricks so that I can try this out at my own local zoo. Painful kiss. This is why I'll never go close to any snake at any zoo, even those they deem safe enough to take pictures with. You know those yellow pythons they say will only wrap themselves around you? That is a lie and a half there. I mean, really, the look that tourist got bit in the face by a snake, no wrapping involved. Bet you anything the tamer also reassured her it was okay and that the snake wouldn't hurt her, but boy was she surprised when it nipped her on the nose. Thankfully the snake was non-venomous, otherwise she would be in big trouble, given the bite site. Even other trainers face some problems with their snakes. Just look at this clip. Yeah, this only makes me more committed to never go near one. Now it's time for the day's best pick. We often get annoyed with photobombs, right? But sometimes they're pretty funny. This animal decided it wanted to do the same, so find out next with number 3. Elephant surprise. Imagine walking around the zoo and finding the elephant enclosure. Usually these only hold about one elephant, so when you find more than one, you might want to take a picture. Here's the thing though, sometimes elephants have surprises in store for us. One that we may find equally funny and disgusting. In the case of one zoogoer, the elephant happened to pee right as the person was taking a video of the show. It's not too bad compared to this other one where the elephant had something a little more solid in store. Yeah, it pooped, but that's not the worst of them all. At this zoo, it looks like these guys were allowed to come up all close and personal with the elephants. So close that the giant nearly pooped on them. I've never seen two grown men jump up that quick. But hey, in the name of humor, am I right? Orangutan Trade. Often we know orangutans as the mischievous stealing monkeys of zoos. Heck, not just in zoos though. Look at this one, it steals all this guy's chips as soon as they dock from the boat. In another video, this orangutan stole a guy's t-shirt and played with it, as if he was mocking the victim. Well, it was that, or it was simply struggling to put the shirt on right. Either situation's pretty funny. But you know what? They do know how to trade. Watch as this guy offers a treat to the orangutan. The orange ape could have just eaten it and walked away, right? But no. Instead it saw the guy's hand and realized he wanted something in return. So, like the civilized monkey he is, he grabbed his banana and threw it back. Well, at least we know what to do if a monkey steals our stuff, hopefully. Before we move on, I've got a little challenge for you that'll take 5 seconds to complete. So here's the deal. You just leave a like on this video, smash that subscribe button and hit the notification bell, and you will get 25 years of amazing luck. Try it, it really works. Food, please. Okay, we may have had some fun with the last entry, but the reality is that some of our animals are starving at the zoo. Don't believe me? Look as this intelligent chimp begs its visitors for some food. You can tell me its gestures are trained for entertainment, but look at the reaction when someone does throw in something for it to eat. It seems really grateful. Sadly, some other monkeys have a harder time finding a drink to quench their thirst. Doesn't stop them from trying, though. Watch as this other chimp instructs the woman to pour a Mountain Dew at a small hole in the frame. While I'm not sure soda is a thing that they should drink, I'm sure the monkey was still thankful for it. Sad there's not enough space to give him some small food, though. He only needed some. See you all next time!